going to be a mass Cyclone build, is that he got a cooldown reduction, which is like really important. Because you don't realize how much every single one of his units has an ability. I don't think, besides Dragoons, I think every single one of his units has an ability. And adding to, or reducing the cooldown of every one of those abilities is actually pretty amazing. Because it allows you to do Whirlwind faster, allows you to make Scarabs faster, allows you to lift more units, it allows you to do so many things that people just don't even realize you can do. Or that really just affect your gameplay. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be... Well, you can stack storms. And hi to everybody new. I know some people just like to watch a stream, so I'm not going to say hi unless you say hi. But please, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much, OB Pagan, for the follow. I really appreciate it. But yeah, just being able to do all the abilities just that much faster, being able to do all of these things just really actually has a great effect. On just being able to do a lot more things. Swann recently got an update to his, basically every single one of his units where SCVs didn't apply before. Now they have a faster build time. So they can basically get out a lot more, a lot faster. You can fast build things a little bit easier now. I mean, not to say that that's what specifically changes. Yeah, so Hellbat's got a lot of things. Lock on time and cooldown got changed. There's a lot of little small things that got done to make Swann just way more viable. Because everyone was complaining pretty heavily on the fact that his ramp-up time is like ridiculously long. So now it's not that bad.
First geyser should be opening up soon. I'll send a
yeah, like I've said this before, but I used to always do, I still do actually, a post, oh yeah, thank God he helped that, about basically commander ranks every single week, just to get, you know, just throw something out there, talk about, you know, different things. And when it first started, there was a lot of really low level commanders that just didn't really work out very well. But now it's not really the case anymore. Like, I haven't seen a low-tier commander because they've just updated everything. They've made everything so much better.
My bot is departing now. It's fully automated, so all you have to do is keep it alive. Yes, it's
now let's
alive!
make a
It's alive!
armory so we can start working on those upgrades. Let's change the rally point. Fast build this so they can get it out as soon as possible.
Here we go. Look out, commanders. I am detecting enemy movement toward the bots.
Your allies being attacked. Oh no! Where?
Yeah, this is so it's basically like you're playing campaign, but with a little bit more, I'm gonna say, not emphasis, but it's like you're playing a certain thing. Like, you could basically play a Carax in the campaign if you wanted to. But you just have to pick specific types of things. Like some Purifier units. If you wanted to play Rainer, you could do kind of that. But not exactly as easy. But they just made it so, I don't know, just all the cool things, all the way that you can be super powerful in the campaign is what they've added to co-op. Like, this is going to be a mass Cyclone build. Like, basically only Cyclones.
Go ahead, in the rear with the gear. Bad news.
More geysers are going to be active soon.
So, now that I've got all of my production, it's just really a matter of just continuing to build things.
SCV ready.
Magnetic field exciter. So I'm pretty sure the magnetic field accelerator increases the lock-on damage. This one right here. So I did try Rainer BC only. I'm not going to say unfortunately, it was really dope. But I had a Swann partner that actually made it way more viable than it normally would have been, because I just had so much extra gas. But it worked really well. So I'm going to throw some Hellbats in the front here, just to kind of soak up some damage.
Keep the little guys out of trouble.
Cyclone receiving.
Combat drop ready for deployment.
Optics online.
Enemies are headed for my bots! What a bunch of jerks.
Your upgrade's
Now,
done.
thankfully, I will have
Optics online.
some Hellbats in front here, because ultimately I would have a lot worse of a time trying to defend things without them,
Your upgrade's
because
done.
so I'm actually going to work on Django. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it would make it a lot harder to deal with a lot of these swarmling comp, because I got to tell you, this Cyclones are not meant to take care of a bunch of Zerglings really fast. But I'm going to keep my Cyclones on a separate control group as well as the main control group, just so I can keep pulling them back so they're not in the front.
My bots are making the return trip now. Don't let them get away from you.
Big job.
Your ally's under attack. Help! Upgrade complete. Our allies are being attacked. Leave them alone. Your upgrade's done.
No, I'll save that. We don't need to go over there yet.
Your allies under
Good
attack.
news, commanders. My bots have brought me Terrazine. Well, it's good news for me.
Your allies being attacked. Oh no! Where?
Looks like we're making progress. It's gonna take more Terrazine than that to finish my,
Go ahead over there.
research.
Anyways, if anybody has any questions or anything, make sure to let me know. Now we got some new people out on the stream right now, so let me know.
Oh, looks like there will be more geysers soon. You can always count on Belshir to provide what you need.
We gotta go take care of the bonus in just a second.
Belshir gliders. You might want to stop them if you can, commanders. So I'm not saying you have to.
Fortunately, we
but
don't
if you
get
want
the
to,
servo
free,
upgrade that you can
Belshir
get in
glider I
multiplayer,
mentioned.
where you can
don't have
build,
all day.
you can switch faster.
Channels clear. Adjusting for new coordinates.
Thank you for the follow, Universal Salt Truth? Sal Truth TV? Universal Sal Truth? It seems like you might want to say salt, but I don't think that's what you're trying to imply. But salt is universal, and it is truth, so you could be saying that too.
Are in combat.
I think the bots are telling me they're rolling out, but I could be wrong. They've lied to me before. Those little miscreants.
Combat drop ready.
I'm going to save the combat drop.
They're coming after my bots. Stop them, commanders!
Universal Truth TV. I like it.
Your upgrade's done.
Universal. I make myself laugh.
I need a pickle.
He's got that. Let's go ahead and lock on this.
Your allies under attack. Help!
Concentrated beam ready.
I'm gonna say this again. I appreciate everybody coming out.
Never
You're all
noticed those
amazing.
things floating around here before? I wonder where they came from.
Greetings. Explorer reporting.
Did I do something?
Ready to raise some.
Real Rudy Goldberg, thank you for the 500 bits. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. In the rear with the gear.
Time for the bots to come back. Hate it when they're out there all night without giving me a call.
keep my Hellbats in front.
Our allies are being attacked. Leave them alone.
Thanks so much, Dark Sun, for the 10 bits.
Our allies are
Look, commanders! Bots! Oh, those are mine. And they have Terrazine.
Your allies under attack.
It's true, though. I'm really bad at reading names. Some people tell me, like, they break up their name into the appropriate way, and I'm like, oh, that's what you meant? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's true.
Transmit orders.
Anyways, I'm still going to continue to pull my Cyclones back. They are kind of the DPS of my army. Take a rally point. Yes, someone hosted me. Pig! Actually, he raided me, so I had a bunch of people who not only just came to the channel, but actually came to the channel.
Looks like I won the bet this
Pig is
time,
pretty amazing. If anyone didn't know that, Pig is pretty amazing.
Man, collecting Terrazine is hard work. We've only got about half of what I need.
Oh no! Where?
Thank you for the host, Wolpine.
Combat
Our
drop
allies are
ready.
being attacked. Leave
Some
them alone.
geysers are going to be opening in a few moments. My bots can smell them.
Hey, Pig does amazing things for the community. I don't think I can ever say anything bad about that. He does a great job.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Zoyuz? Thanks for the follow. I'm pretty sure that's how you say your name. If not, you know, you have this opportunity to tell me. Yeah, I started at 9:20 or something. What up, Tax Cut? We're gonna magic eraser all these things.
Your upgrade's done.
Eesh, they're really doubling down on this living Terrazine extraction plan.
I'm not necessarily liking Cyclones. They work. Oh,
Bots away! What?
Pull back.
I thought it was funny. Belshir laughs every time I tell it. Once the Belshir gliders Terrazine
and like I
is
said,
gone,
they work.
we'll be dead. So
They're not
try
like
and
the
put
best
Sir
unit in the
lair.
world, but
You
they
have a
work.
heart, that is. Hey,
It's funny to me though.
did you happen to save the
Knock
extracted Terrazine?
Men, Knock
No?
Man X.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow.
Okay. Oh, that's just great. The enemy is moving
So,
through my bots. I knew I should've put
Swann's
turrets on
Goliaths
things.
are always going to be pretty darn awesome. The one thing I can say is my main build that I've always done for Swann has always involved
Your upgrade's done.
tanks
Cannon online.
and tanks and Goliaths. Basically start off with 8 tanks inside of a Hercules and then just go from there. And then once you get those 8 tanks, you don't really need anything else, and you just go ahead and continue to build that over and over again, right? But one of the things that started happening now is wraiths are pretty amazing.
Your allies being attacked. Oh no! Where?
It's so weird too, like the Cyclones have 120 health, and as soon as you transfer them into Hellbat mode, they do so much more. But anyways, I feel like it might almost make sense to do more
We have you on visual.
wraiths than necessarily Goliaths at this point, because you already do so much damage as it is. God, so much damage. You already do a lot of damage as it is with tanks, so you don't really need the Goliaths to attack the ground. You really just need them for anti-air. And if you micro your wraiths well, you really don't need to worry about anything else. So now that I've got that, let me steal a bunch of these guys
Our allies are being
and
attacked.
start making.
Our allies are in combat.
Oh, I never made an engineering bay. Let's make 2 of them. Oh, yeah, okay. I do that sometimes.
Great job, commanders.
He accidentally exploded a bunch of his banelings, I'm pretty sure. So that's the other thing I was going to say is if you're going up against a Zerg comp, maybe don't make wraiths as much unless you're really familiar with the map. Because if you're familiar with the map, then you don't really have to worry about a lot of things because you can just pre-split before you engage and you can do a lot of good work like that.
Transmit order.
But otherwise, you should definitely be careful.
In gear. I hear you.
So I'm just going to put all of my Hellbats here,
In motion.
my Cyclones here, and then I'll just go ahead and build a bunch of stuff there. I'll steal a couple of you guys from here
I missed you so much.
and build this.
Ooh, look at all that terrazine, and it's all mine. I need just a tiny bit more,
And then
commanders.
he'll just defend there. But yeah, look, watch. So 108, switch to Hellbat mode, 282. No, yeah, I got these guys, but
Receiving headquarters.
that's why these are gonna get
These
built
are the
eventually.
last of the geysers. The last of
Once
their
they get
kind,
there.
all alone in the depths of space.
Bad news? What's going on?
Give me my upgrades. Yeah. So, like, I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it, because why the hell not? But I think it was the stupidest idea to add the jump mechanic, because ultimately you want the Hellbats there for tanking purposes. And if they're... Why would you want them... Wow, more used up all my minerals. Why would you want them to jump super far ahead? Yeah, exactly. Why would you want the jump mechanic?
They grow up so fast. Daddy loves you.
That, like, is very anti what you should be doing.
Got any extra
What's this?
firepower?
Enemy forces en route to my bots. It's just like Belshir said.
Job's done. Your upgrade's done. Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap.
Wait, since when have you been able to turn them into Hellbats? Or, sorry, Hellions? I mean, the whole time, right?
They're attacking your base, you know.
So good.
We have you on visual.
Oh, wow, did I really lose?
Search finished.
Enemy contact.
Thank you for the overseer, I appreciate it. You know what, that makes sense, Other Luke. I totally agree with that. If anything, if there was any commander where you want your units to die, yeah, H&H would probably be it.
Bad news? Ready to raise some hell.
Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap.
No, I need another.
What's going on? Ready to raise some hell.
That's funny.
Okay, the bots should be on their way back. I need that terrazine, commanders, for my experiments.
This ought to be. I hear you.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
So good. Oh, this is
Your
good.
upgrade's done.
That's the bad guys coming after our base.
Your allies
Oh
under
wow,
attack.
there's another one.
Forces have
How
converged on
bad.
my bots. Everybody get in there.
Alright, so that was Cyclone only. Well, Cyclone Hellbat. That was good. I think the fact that his Hellbats have so much extra health is one of the main reasons why this works so well. Now, the lockdown or lock on does a lot of damage. It really does. And it's an auto cast ability. You don't have to cast it yourself.
Receiving headquarters.
So I ended up using one of the extra charges for Artanis. I didn't use all of them. I feel like I should probably try that soon. I'm just kind of cycling through the new commanders, trying to try out the new builds. I've done Battlecruiser only. I've done
I didn't mean it like that.
Robo with Artanis. I did Thor's with Swann with the laser drill upgrade, which is like amazing, by the way. Like being able to fully max a laser drill by minute 5 is pretty crazy. But that was Swann. Not really much else to say. Yeah, we move on.